It's hard to believe that we've been Genesis almost 9 years now, and wow, what a great story we have to tell. A lot of people say that culture eats strategy for lunch. This has not been the case at Genesis, and I believe it's because our culture has been formed by the most dedicated, best, and brightest minds in the financial services industry. I don't know of a single other credit union team that's been able to make an impact on their market, or in our case, several markets, so quickly. Our team has always had the pride and passion to pull together, and we've created an organization that day in and day out makes our members' dreams come true.
Well, it takes a team to make a great credit union, and Genesis certainly is an example of a credit union that is focused on service and value for its members and the communities that it serves. And it's a testament to the commitment and dedication and skill set of all the team members of Genesis, as well as the executive team, the CEO Jackie Buchanan, who serves on the CU Solutions Group board, and of course the board of directors. So I wanted to commend Genesis for not only its legacy of service to communities and members, but what it's doing today to lead in the Michigan credit union movement, showing the way that credit unions are different from other financial services providers by caring more and doing more for the people who need affordable financial services most.
My name is Matthew Gage, and I'm the Partner Relations Specialist with Excel, which is a service of GreenPath. We have been partnered with Genesis Credit Union since 2008. Basically what we do is we provide financial counseling and education for your members, whether it's debt, whether it's budgeting, credit, housing, student loans. We provide these resources for your members, so if they're in a situation where they're struggling or they have questions, there's a resource for them to go. Since 2008, since we've been partnered, we've impacted over 3,000 members. We've spoken to over 3,000 of your members. And we are currently managing over $4 million of debt for your members. Genesis is actually the highest performing of my partners. You guys get a lot of referrals, which is fantastic. That means that you're identifying opportunities with members. If they do have financial concerns, you're finding those people and you're getting them to a resource that can help. And with the numbers that I've talked about already, we've impacted a lot of people. So that just shows that you guys do a great job of identifying those opportunities.
A testimonial that we got from a member, a Genesis member, who unfortunately was diagnosed with a terminal illness. And because Genesis had upgraded their Credit Life program a few years ago to include the terminal illness rider, that member actually received payments totaling $75,000 prior to the member passing away, so that those loans would be paid off and that member and the member's family would not have to deal with that situation during the time of distress. Over the past 3.5 years alone, Genesis members have been paid $5.72 million in credit life and disability claims. And then in the GAP program, there's been about $875,000 in GAP payments made to Genesis members during that same time period. So again, just a great balance of non-interest income, but at the same time, the most important thing, some great member benefits and claims that have been paid out to Genesis members. I think Genesis, without a doubt, has been very successful with their payment protection products. They've really embraced them over the past several years. They have not only earned substantial non-interest income, which is important, but more importantly, the Genesis members have been on the receiving end of a substantial amount of claim benefits that have helped the Genesis members and their families.
Our team and I know that we exist for and because of our members. Our members are at the forefront of everything that we do. But in addition to this, I believe that we also exist for and because of our team. A financial institution doesn't get to where we are without having absolutely rock star talent in every single position we have. And I'm talking about the employee that we hired last week, all the way through the employees that have been with us for 40+ years. You don't keep growing and having access to the resources it takes to keep giving more and more back to the members unless your employees have built a culture that dictates teamwork, service excellence, efficiency, and innovation.
One of the things that I'm most proud of is in working with Genesis Credit Union is the people. It's second to none. I always tell my friends and other co-workers that if I was ever to go back and work for another credit union, because I have worked for other credit unions, that Genesis is truly the only credit union that I would go back and work for.
I'm Jennifer Klug, I'm the CEO of Corp Magazine, and I am pleased to say that Genesis Credit Union is one of our Michigan's economic bright spots. And so what the magazine looks for is we look for companies that are engaged in the community and doing incredible things for the community, not only the business community, but consumers as a whole. And then we also look for what are they doing with their employees? Are they engaging their employees? Are they wonderful to their employees? What's going on there? But more importantly, what are they doing to increase revenue and the economic impact on the state? And we're so pleased to say that Genesis Credit Union has accomplished all of that. So congratulations to all of you. Great business, and we're proud to call you Michigan's economic bright spot.
What we're best known for is what we do in and for our communities. I'm proud to tell people that we sponsor, volunteer at, or in some way support more than 500 causes and events each year, and that the Genesis team, along with their family and friends, volunteers almost 4,000 hours each year. This is so important because our communities have been giving to Genesis by way of putting their trust in us for decades. I really want to thank each and every one of our team members who volunteer their time to these causes and other causes that are near and dear to their own hearts. They're so generous in giving of their time and talent, and I know our community partners are also so thankful for them. I also want to thank our community partners who work tirelessly to help those that aren't always able to help themselves. These organizations give Genesis the opportunity to do great things together.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Thamer. I'm the Executive Director of the McLaren Oakland Foundation. The McLaren Oakland Foundation is the nonprofit and charitable outreach arm of the McLaren Oakland Hospital in Pontiac. We have been a long-time partner with Genesis. Being an inner-city hospital, the people that we service, in order to reach them appropriately, we need partners like Genesis. They've been a huge supporter of everything that the foundation has done. One of the programs that they support is our Wheels and Heels initiative, where every second grader in the Pontiac, Waterford, Clarkston, and Oxford School District gets a free helmet, bicycle helmet with bicycle safety course. Without Genesis support, we would not be able to do that. The volunteers as well as the financial support is crucial to getting that program up and running. We also have a program where they support the Children's Clinic in Pontiac, where 2,000 children, uninsured children, are seen annually, and we provide school physicals every fall. Genesis provides volunteers as well as financial support. That program would not happen either without the support of Genesis. McLaren Oakland Foundation and McLaren Hospital greatly appreciates your support.
So my name is Megan Shaver. I'm with the American Cancer Society. I have been partnered with Genesis Credit Union locally in Plymouth Township for just over 2 years now through the Relay for Life of Plymouth. Our partnership has grown. It started from just a sponsorship to team involvement, and what that has allowed us to do is to support patient programs and services in the local communities that patients and their families have access to. And growing this partnership together has just been instrumental both on the research side, but also to provide that service and support to local families in the communities.
My name is Susan Harding. I'm the Chief Executive Officer at the Oakland Livingston Human Service Agency, also known as OLSA. We have been a long-standing partner with Genesis for, over 10, 15 years. Primarily, they have helped us with our Walk for Warmth, which is a big fundraiser that we do every year, aimed at helping people with heat-related emergencies throughout the season. So Genesis has helped us plan the event. The entire team here helps raise money for us. They sell our penguins, get involved and bring a walk team to the walk every year, and ultimately just help over 1,000 people in Oakland and Livingston counties deal with their utility-related emergencies in the heating season. So we're very appreciative to Genesis for that work, and we couldn't do the work that we do without that support in the community.
Genesis Credit Union has been our oldest and most loyal sponsor for 9 years now. Since 2009, Genesis Credit Union has been a corporate sponsor for Macomb Township Parks and Recreation, not only offering generous funding, but also in-kind services, volunteers, and giveaways when we needed them. Thank you, Genesis Credit Union, for all you do to impact our community and our Parks and Recreation Department.
Hello, my name is Kathy Blankenship, and I'm the Vice President of Development and Communications with the Food Bank of Eastern Michigan. We reach over 331,000 food insecure individuals every year. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without the generous support of the business community. So we really appreciate being able to partner with Genesis Credit Union. They have been very generous over the last few years. Genesis Credit Union sponsored 80 children in one of our local elementary schools so that they could have a backpack of food to take home every weekend during the school year. Another great piece was during the water crisis, Genesis Credit Union purchased hand sanitizer, reached out to us to find out how they could get that to people in need, and through our partner agencies, we were able to hook them up to be able to get out to the local residents and be able to get something out to our community during a time of crisis.
Hello, I'm Mayor Deirdre Waterman of the City of Pontiac, Michigan, and I'm happy to have this opportunity to talk about the partnership that the city has with Genesis. Genesis has been a premier financial institution in the City of Pontiac for many years, and I'm grateful to each and every one of you who has played a part in developing that partnership, and I'd like to tell you about some of the ways in which I think that partnership benefits the Pontiac community. Of course, in addition to the financial programs that you have, one of the great events of the city, one of the signature events that we share with 5 other communities, is the renowned annual holiday extravaganza. And Genesis has been a major sponsor of that for a number of years. And that's always a well sought after, much looked forward to event in Pontiac. We're happy that Genesis has played such a major role in Pontiac for so many years. We truly count you as a partner, and we truly thank each and every one of the people who are part of the Genesis family and employee group for what you have brought to our community.
Hello, my name is Kevin McDaniel here in Auburn Hills, Michigan, where I am the mayor of this great town. Genesis Credit Union comes to mind as one of the best corporate citizens here in the city of Auburn Hills. There are very few that actually come to mind for me whenever I think of employees and corporations that are engaged within our community, and Genesis is absolutely one of those. They are a highlight here at our Summerfest. Year in and year out, they come together. They're generous employees, and all of their leaders here at Genesis Credit Union simply give of themselves in sponsorships to our city, and our residents are extremely grateful for all that you have done.
Hi, I'm Brian Barnett, Mayor of the City of Rochester Hills. You know, we are grateful for the partnership that we've had with Genesis over the years, and so thankful that they are a group and an organization in our community that always says yes when it comes time to supporting something important in our community. Genesis has been a valuable partner for us on some of our city's most significant events. Our signature Festival of the Hills, our fireworks show, where 75,000 people gather to enjoy the fireworks. They're always, each and every year, a considerable sponsor for us. Or sometimes it's the quality of life events that we throw, like our Stonewall Pumpkin Festival up at the museum, or our Wet and Wild Wednesdays, where 1,000 moms and kids get together to go down the water slide and learn about the history of our community. In each and every example, Genesis Credit Union has been a partner for the city and a valuable friend. And so I want to say on behalf of the residents of Rochester Hills, thank you to your team, your membership, and all that you do to make our community the preeminent place to live, work, and raise a family. Genesis, we're grateful for you.
But the most important thing was 36 years ago, Genesis started a parade here in the city of Pontiac. And to this very day, they still support that parade. They support it more than anyone else. And that parade was meant to help those young people in the city of Pontiac who, without that, would never be able to see a parade. In fact, Genesis, in my estimate, probably does more than any corporation when it comes to community engagement and community contributions. I suspect now that they have over 500 events in the Oakland County, Macomb County, and other areas that they support. 500 events, that means almost an event plus a day. And what other corporation can say that they have that kind of effort? In my earlier life as a senior executive at General Motors, I led the General Motors Foundation and was responsible for GM's global philanthropic activities. I can tell you now, giving away $125 million a year around the world, I still didn't do more here in Oakland County than Genesis. So I wish them a lot of luck. I wish you, as employees that make it happen, feel good about what you're doing and feel good about the long-term viability of this corporation.